this, and okay. And so we'll go into the subconscious cleansing meditation. And what we'll do is first, Roseanne will lead us into it, meaning she'll set up the meditational process as we usually begin. I'll go into the subconscious cleansing meditation, and then Roseanne will take it into the Jyoti meditation and the depths of awareness that result in that process. That's okay. All right. All right. So get comfortable. Try not to move for the next few minutes. I think we'll do it about 45 minutes altogether. And we've done this many times with very large groups of people, both at Prashanti and in regional meetings. So just make sure that you are comfortable so you don't have to move, because you start wiggling around like this, now you're in body consciousness and you're not in your subconscious mind. So try not to move. Get really comfortable, and that includes me. This pillow. That's so good. And here we go. We'll Om 3 times to begin. We place ourselves lovingly at the lotus feet of our divine Bhagavan, Sri Satya Sai Baba, our divine Father, Mother God, our dearest friend. Meditate within us, cleanse us within us, from within us, do the work that's necessary for the oneness of love to be self-evident within our experience, within our consciousness, within our lives. Thank you, Swami, for your grace and love.
Gather your consciousness inward. Double check your posture. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. And just slowly take a deep breath in and hold it. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Hold it, feel it within, filling you. Then breathe out, let all darkness leave your body as you breathe out. Breathe in again. Hold it and breathe out. Let yourself become lighter and freer with each breath. Let's do this on your own for a minute. If your mind wanders, bring it gently back to the breath. Breathing in, holding it, then breathing out and let all darkness leave your body. Feel the breath flowing through you. Just let the day drop away. Nothing has touched us. It's finished. Past is past. Let us come into the now. Breathe in. Just let yourself breathe in and hold it. Breathe out. Let God breathe through you. Just feel peace and calmness. Put our trust in God. Whatever might come up, trust God that it's okay. You just breathe in, hold it, breathe out. Feel the peace. Breathing in. We are this peace. Offer this meditation to God. We just trust God. All is well. We're not going to hold on to anything. Just breathing in, breathing out. Going deeper and deeper with each breath.
Imagine that your heart center is a searchlight, brilliant light like the sun. And that in that sunlight, there's pure awareness within you, pure love. There's God in that light. There's Swami standing there in the middle of the sunlight of love within your heart. Or your most beloved form of God, they're all one. Swami says, all names are mine, all forms are mine. Whoever you adore, invite them into your heart, into the antaryami mode of love. Feel that strength of God within you, in your heart center. Now take that searchlight and look at the third chakra, the right behind your belly button. Look at that chakra. That's God's subconscious in you. As Swami puts it, from my subconscious in you. That's how he says it. Let old thoughts, old feelings, old memories from this life, or even any other previous life that becomes to mind. From my subconscious in you, let old thoughts, old memories, old feelings well up into your awareness. Keep your awareness on the third chakra, and then feel those experiences as if they're happening right now. Go through it. If you're crying, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. Feel the emotions of that time. Feel everything about it. Don't repress anything. Just let it come up. Whatever comes to mind, let it unfold like a movie within your consciousness. Take your time. Feel it more deeply. Feel it more fully. Don't be afraid of it. Dive deep into it. It cannot hurt you any longer. It is past. It's just a fog, a mist, of illusion that has come and gone, only to be held in your consciousness, your subconscious mind. So feel it fully. Let it come up more and more deeply. Now, when it's come up as much as you feel it can, that's this time. You don't have to get to every part of it, but just what you can get at to. Take that memory and place it into the fire of love, the purifying, cooling, soothing fire of God within your heart center. This is the true yagna. Let Swami take it, or let the form of God you adore, or goddess that you adore, in any form or name. Take it, help you, and place it in the fire with you. To be burned, to disintegrate, to be left in only the faintest of memories in your consciousness with no charge to it, or as little charge as possible at this time. Just let it go. Keep letting it go and ask God within you to help you. Let it go. Ask Swami within you to help you let it go. Ask Durga within you to help you let it go. Ask Shiva within you to help you let it go. Whoever you adore, Krishna. Throw it into that fire and feel that lightness from leaving that behind. A certain lightness in leaving these things behind. Not judging ourselves, not condemning ourselves for anything that has come and gone in the past. Just letting it go. grace, your love to help us with this. It's infinite and eternal, never diminished. Swami within you, God within you, has nothing else but love for you in every experience that you've ever had, no matter what. Feel that love for a moment. Feel that embrace of consciousness. Keep letting go. Let go of judgment. Let go of criticism. Place it in that fire as it relates to any experience, but especially the one you just remembered. Place it in that fire. How is it possible to judge God, which you are, and always have been, always will be? It's all God, the true you. Doesn't mean that you know, will disappear. It will just become so big and vast without ego, but with total purpose of the upliftment of all into the evolution of consciousness. So have compassion for yourself. Have love for yourself. Have kindness for yourself. Through you, all beings, forgive, 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 forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive those who didn't know any better and harmed you in the past. Forgive. Love is all. Now take another look with that searchlight of love in your heart center, with Swami's hand guiding that searchlight. God's hand guiding that searchlight in any form, any name. Look into that third chakra again behind the belly button, the heart. And look in and say what memory lurks there from this life or any past life. In the name of God Almighty, reveal yourself. Come up. What's holding me back, Baba? What's holding me back, God? Show me and let it go. Help me. Let me find it. So let it come up. Old memories, old experiences, old thoughts, old feelings, old hurts. Maybe it was the recent past. Maybe it wasn't so long ago. Let that come up. Whatever it is, let it come up. With the feeling, like a movie. It's the movie of your life, as it has unfolded through thousands, tens of thousands of years, even hundreds of thousands of years. It's a story of you and your evolution. All the pain of the past come up in this memory. Feel it. Don't be afraid. God is with you. Baba is with you. Our Fatima is with you. Let go of the ties that bind. Keep the experiencing it deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Don't be afraid. There is only God, love. Life is love. Life is God. God is love. God is life. Oh, if you're crying, that's fine. That's okay. Whatever feeling comes up, embrace it. Be it as fully and completely as possible this moment. Don't be afraid of it. And when you're ready, place this whole memory and all the feelings into the hands of God, to the hands of Sai Baba, and into the fire of love within you, that cooling, soothing, cleansing, purifying fire of God's love within your heart, the love that you are, true Yagna. Place as much of it as possible this moment. May not be possible to place all of it, but it might. Layers of the onion skin. Peel them away. Place them in the fire. God within your heart. Love is all there is. God is all there is. Place it into the hands of love. Fire of love. Oh, let it go. Now, one more time. Take that searchlight of love. Look into that third chakra one more time. Some deep hurt, deep memory, old or new, doesn't matter. Let it come up, the next thing that comes. Old memories, old feelings, new feelings, recent past or past long ago. Let it all come up, let it well up within your consciousness. See it like a movie unfolding before your mind's eye. Whatever the pain is, whatever the hurt was, let us remember fully and completely, live it again, this moment. God is with you. Have no fear. Even if it is fear that you felt, let that come up. It's old, false evidence appearing real. very old. Don't fly away from it. Keep your mind on it. Keep that searchlight into that subconscious mind. Ask God, show me, show me, show me what holds me back, God. Show me all that holds me back this moment. Show me, show me, show me. Please show me. Feel it even more deeply this moment. Feel it as deeply as you possibly can. Live it again. Let it come up. If nothing's coming up, say, God, take away the wall of the repression. Take away the wall of unawareness. Take away the wall of ignorance and show me what I have to let go of this moment. Whatever it is, don't be afraid. Something dear to your heart, God will give it back if you need it. Don't be afraid. Place it in God's hand. And when you feel ready, place it fully in God's hands and into that fire of love within your heart, that cooling, soothing, purifying fire of God within you. It's like the sun, only very soothing, very peaceful, full of love, truth of who you really are. Now rise into the heart center, leave that chakra. Let it continue to purify, but it's its own special way that purifying of all the chakras happens as we rise into love. Let go of that past. Feel the love fill you up from your heart center. Let it fill this temple of the body, every cell, every atom, like an empty glass of water filling with love and light. And let it fill from the tips of the toes to the top of the head in your own time, at your own pace. Just feel Swami's love expanding within you. Feel God's love expanding within you. Feel Durga's love expanding within you. Lakshmi, Saraswati. Feel their love expanding within you. Shiva Shakti. Om. Let go of the past and let God fill you with light and love now. Keep letting go into that.
Just feel full of love, shining, beautiful love. There's no part of us that's absent of love. Everywhere, every part of us, every cell is full of love. Know that we are not the body, holds all this. Just let it go in love. You're not the mind that suffers or the emotions that suffer. God is just within us, loving us, witnessing all with love, without judgment. You're not the mind, not the emotions, not the body, not the divine. Let yourself be filled with this divinity. It's who we are. Don't take the mind back. Just know your divinity beyond the mind. Just sit in this divinity. Rest in it. Now bring this awareness back into the senses, the body, purified and clear. You offer them to God, God's hands on this earth, God's tongue to speak words of love. They just bring all this wonderful love back into our bodies. Calm mind. We don't have to think. You can just be. We could just feel peace. Peace beyond the mind. This physical body. Peace is permeating every cell. And with each breath, come down a little back into the physical body. Just bring all this healing love with it. Feel your feet on the floor. Just slowly breathe. Coming back into the body. Divine. Glowing with love. Just let yourself come in. Feel your hands, feel your feet. Just slowly breathe back in the body. Pure, simple, and loving. Coming back in. We are free. We walk this earth in freedom. And all that we meet, all the people that we meet, give them the freedom to be themselves. Just feel your breath coming in, coming in. Your feet on the floor. Feel your chest rising and falling. Gently come in. You belong to God. We are God. Everything that we do, you're God's instrument of peace. Take a few more breaths. Coming in, coming in. Gently come in. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes.
So how's everybody feeling? How are you feeling? Anybody like to share anything? Please feel free to open your mic and share.
I can share.
Yes, please.
I got to 3 levels, I think, of the same issue, and every time it got a little darker. It's really weird.
Well, darkness is good too. Darkness is God also. So to get into the darkness of it means that there's pain there.
Yes.
Layers of repression.
Yes.
So those appear dark in our consciousness and they feel like darkness rather than light. But we give them to God. That means that there has to be, if you didn't get through the darkness of that pain, then it means there's more work to be done in that particular experience.
Which is okay.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I had a childhood that was rather rough, and I was physically abused, not sexually abused, thank God, but physically abused. And it took decades to get through this. And I knew that subconscious cleansing meditation took decades and decades, but I got through it. But I kept working on it. I kept letting it go, experiencing, letting go, experience it, letting go, experience it, let it go. And one day Swami acted like my father. He tested me. I started laughing and he did too. So that'll happen. God will test us.
So when you say you just give it to Swami, what do you imagine?
Imagine Swami's in our heart.
Right.
He's the Antaryami. He says, see me in your heart, the indweller of your heart. He said that I am the indweller in your heart. I am the consciousness in your heart. And so I see him in a form when I go through these types of subconscious cleansing processes, and I see him going like this. And he said, give me your darkness, give me your most vile thoughts and feelings. I want that. That's what I want. Give them to me. He said that. And then I see him throwing it into the fire, and I'm throwing it into the fire with him. He's throwing it into the fire. We just keep doing it until that fire dissolves it all. And that takes time. You know, you can't do it all in one day. Although Ramana Maharshi did. But you know, for us mortals, you know.
Can you repeat this meditation like every day?
Yes, Yes, you can do it as much as you want.
Right, and it's part of it is contemplation, so whatever works, you use your imagination to create the right situation for it to go within the framework of what Baba gave.
So the way I do it is in meditation, something will come up. And then throw it into the fire. Yes, Swami. It'll come up. And I just throw it into the fire. I do the subconscious cleansing about once a month, once every 2 months. It depends on what's going on in my life, So you can't get upset. Don't get obsessed with it, because some people just keep digging and digging. Now that's an obsession. Seeing God in yourself is the reality. The rest is a complete illusion. We are not our body. That passes with time. We are not our thoughts and feelings. We can observe them. We are the consciousness within that observes us, our thoughts and feelings. And we are not our experiences, because we had experiences for thousands of lifetimes. Which ones are we? We're not any of them. We have a human consciousness, takes on a human body to evolve into God awareness. And in the process of evolution of that consciousness in the human form, which we are right now, there's experience. And those experiences leave impressions if we are attached and have desires. And that's human life. So that's the nature of human life. We are not our experiences. We are not our ego. We are not individuated doers. We are not the doers of action. Why? Because God is who we are. We are one with the absolute. And when we realize that, when we even think that, all those things start dissolving. We realize, God does it because I am God. I am the absolute. So I'm just in disguise. I have a Halloween costume on right now. I'm masquerading as a person. I'm not a person, neither are you. I'm not a human being, and neither are you. You are the embodiments of love, each and every one of us. We are the embodiments of love. We are the embodiments of God's divine awareness. We are that. So we have to remind ourselves, because we've been trained all our lives to think we are the material world. We have a human body, got to keep it healthy and pretty. And that's brainwashing. That's total brainwashing. So we have these experiences and we hold on to them. You're not going to be able to hold on to it once you leave the human body in this life. They will disappear into the mists of time, because they were only the fog of the illusion. This world is real. It's real in the sense that it's God. That's the reality of it. Every day you experience is real in terms of the fact that it is God. But if you don't think it's God, and you think it's, the day, the night, the solar system, the planets, the weather, my life, my family, that's the illusion. When we think of it as God, now we got the reality. You can't say that this world is unreal, because it's only unreal if you don't think it's God. So that we call 100% inner reality of God and 100% outer reality of God. Pranamidam, pranamida. So that part is truth, right? Mm-hmm. Yes.
So we all have different experiences, especially emotionally, and even though certain things are in everybody's life, so the I experiences it somehow.
Good.
So they must be there for a reason. Otherwise, we wouldn't experience it. People in a different situation experience something very different than what we experience here. So what do I get out of it then spiritually?
Each and every experience that we have is to strengthen us in love and forgiveness and awareness that we are loved and that everyone is also. So every single experience we have is for the good, no matter what, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's all for the good of the evolution of our consciousness, the strengthening of our awareness, the development of love, so strong and unconditional that it does not waver or diminish, no matter what the experience is.
It's good to look at it like we have the physical body, the kosha, the food body. And we have the emotional body, and we have the mental body. And within, and then the causal body. And within all of those bodies is the Atma, which never changes, which is just the witness. So depending on what we eat or what, different things that are happening, that's what our food body will do, it'll respond. But those are all just sort of automatic things. What's real and the same is the God within, the Atma. That doesn't ever change. It doesn't die. It's, what is it in that famous thing? It's not wet by rain. It's not, burned by fire. It's just the same. It doesn't change. It's truth.
And you've already experienced that. Every night we go into that. Deep sleep is all about that, but we're not aware. Most people. But then sometimes we might wake up in deep sleep. Did you ever have awareness in deep sleep and it's just vast? Or maybe you were meditating and you disappeared for a moment. Maybe you were so tired that the body couldn't and the mind couldn't stay, active. The body resting, but you didn't fall asleep. But all of a sudden the mind just, you're so tired, the mind was so tired, it just shut off. And then you're just sitting there and you don't even know who or where or what you are. You just know you are. Or maybe you don't even know you are. You go deeper into the absolute. When you're in the absolute, there's nothing. There's no awareness of self. There's nothing. There's just everything. There's nothing and there's everything. And you come out of that and go, what happened? And then you realize you weren't sleeping. You were being. And even further than that, you were the source of being. And that's who we are. We are the source of existence. We are the source of consciousness. We are the source of the Om. We are that. And if you want to think of it a little more deeply, think of it this way. We were never born and we will never die. The true you, the true me, the true Roseanne was never born and will never die. So before the Big Bang, we are. Before the Big Bang, you are. You were never born and you will never die. This is what Swami said. Before the Big Bang was only the absolute, and that is the true you. And you were there and are there and always will be. No matter what clouds hide it, the sunlight of your love is always shining.
Yes.
Well, I have something different to say. It's over a year since we did our first one of these. And I think I mentioned that it never stopped for me. It was like nonstop. Ever since we had the first one, it just kept going. And tonight, it was like there wasn't a whole lot of junk left and not heavy, no heaviness. And I don't know if I'm just like fooling myself, but it really felt pretty clean. And I don't know, and that kind of I had this experience a couple of months ago where all of a sudden I felt worthy. And that's nothing that ever happened in my life. So I'm kind of connecting the two things. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. So thank you.
Welcome. Always say to yourself, as Swami has said, and I've said it since 1984 in my mind, as soon as I heard it, I am God, I am no different from God. I remind myself every day, I am God, I am no different from God. I am the indivisible, supreme, absolute. Satchitananda, truth, consciousness, bliss. Grief and anxiety can never affect me. I am ever content. Fear cannot enter me. I am God. I am not different from God. And so are we all.
But is a whole nother round going to come out somehow? I mean,
Yeah, just say it's like a loop tape, right? And a round means it's a loop tape. I am God. I am not different from God. I am the indivisible, supreme, absolute. It's a loop tape mantra. And that will reverse all the brainwashing of our entire lives from the minute we were born and named by our parents and told this is real, this is not real. And whatever they told us, that was identification with the material world, and school and work and money and advertising and television and the whole thing, all the movies, everything that we experienced, all our friends, our family, our relatives, our frenemies, our enemies, they all say the same thing. It's all nonsense. All of it.
that's subconscious too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And what cleans the subconscious mind is that affirmation. It's a Mahavakya.
Wrote it down. I remember you dictated.
Absolutely works. Absolutely works. If it wasn't for Swami saying that, I don't know where I'd be today. Everything else worked pretty well, but that really was the clincher. And then Swami said, who do you think I am? He said that to his students one day. Who do you think I am? What do you think I call myself? And they said, oh, you're the avatar, you're God incarnate, you're Satya Sai Baba, you're Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, you're Raju Ratnakaran, you're, they said all these things. And he said, no, I'm not any of those things. I don't call myself any of those things. I am I. And that's who you are. That's what he said. I am I. That's who you are. The I within all beings. The I that is the absolute. The I that is eternal, immortal, was never born and will never die. That's who we really are.
Well, also, that was an incredibly high meditation. I mean, you took a long time bringing us down, and I realized you really needed to. So thank you very much.
Isn't Roseanne wonderful? I'm so happy to be married to her.
Mm-hmm.
Without Roseanne, I'd be lost. I'd be in the jungle of life.
Thank you.
So, anybody else want to ask or share? Anything?
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
It's Jay. Hi.
Hey, Jay. Que pasa,
Yes, and Mara.
Hi. Hi.
We just wanted to thank you for this. I don't really have words to describe how powerful this is, and how grateful we are for it. And I know I've been looking for like what the next step is for me, and it's crystal clear this is it. And to just keep practicing this. So thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you very, very much for your love and for your sharing and for your enthusiasm.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram forever. So anybody else want to share or say anything before we end tonight?
Well, I guess just one quick thing. The recording of this will be sent out.
Yes, you are on our email list, right, brother?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
if you're on email, yeah. So we'll usually upload it on YouTube as well. We have a channel, as well as it's in a drive link. So it should come out in the next week.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, one thing I want to share before we end, this is a cautionary moment of recollection and a reminder. It's like the warning on the vehicle we drive, or the warning on life that we live. As you advance in your consciousness, and Roseanne's looking at me like, uh-oh. As we advance in our consciousness, the game doesn't get easier. The tests don't get easier. They get harder. The bar goes up and up and up and up and up. It's just like a video game or something like that. It just gets, the tests come more strongly. And why? Because to hold the full awareness that we are God and so is everyone else. And this life is for loving and forgiving and living in love and forgiving in love and serving in love and loving all and serving all, never hurting anybody and helping everybody. Though that takes incredible strength. That takes the strength of God within us. So Swami turns up the heat. It doesn't get easier. Don't ever expect that, oh, I meditate and I love God, so life's going to be Christmas.
But some
day.
things do get easier. I mean, you do past tests.
Do past tests and it becomes easier to just let it go,
Right.
our reactions.
It's just there's always some other aspect of our personality that needs to be transformed.
Just as I thought, I really got it now. Swami comes with a baseball bat and whacks me. And there it is, right in front of me. There's a horrible situation. And I just said, okay, this too shall pass. All right. I know God's in charge. All right. I know God's in charge of the blades of grass blowing in the wind, so he's in charge of this too. Okay, Swami, go ahead. Do what you need to do. I surrender. Sharon Nagati, Sharon Nagati, Sharon Nagati, Swami. Koti Pranam, Swami. Sharon Nagati. That's all.
Right.
Just remember.
I had a good experience of that kind of what I talked about, being revisited, being like in my mind what I needed. And when Swami once tested me about our daughter, she was a baby, we wanted to have Swami bless her. And someone had made me this beautiful, gave me a plate and rice, dry rice and wet rice. And in the morning I went in with my baby and this stuff, and luckily a friend was with us and helped us. And Swami looked at me, and then that afternoon, they changed all the lines around. When we were going in the front, we went in the back, everything was different. And the ladies in the back were like, no, you can't go in with that plate. It's too big. So Swami was testing me. It was like, is my mind, if I had like a mind that said, oh, I need to have this plate, I need this plate, then I just wouldn't have, I would have blown it. But I just said, okay, I put the plate down, I handed the baby to my friend, and we ran in, and I was carrying the two little bowls. And so then I went in and Swami, of course, bless Sarah. So we do repeat these tests, and Swami makes sure we repeat them. But we can pass the tests once we start catching it.
Don't give up. Never give up. Never, ever, never, ever. Fall down, get up, walk on. Just like Jesus under the cross. Just keep coming up, going, walking on. Never, ever say, Swami, you can drag me through the mud. You can drag me through the hurricanes, tornadoes. You can throw hailstones at me. I'm holding on to your feet no matter what. This is life, and this is love, and this is what I'm doing. No matter what, I am never letting go of your feet until you take me home and make me one with you. Sairam, thank you all.
Sairam, have a wonderful month.
Yeah, we won't be meeting in August. We're taking a vacation. In September, we'll meet again on the 3rd September.
2 months.
Third Wednesday, right?
Third Wednesday.
Third Wednesday.
Thank you to Swami.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Swami. And have a great vacation. Do we finalize with a prayer? Do you want to say a final prayer?
Thank you so much.
Swami, we are so grateful and thankful for this opportunity that you give us month after month to cleanse ourselves, to rejuvenate ourselves. We are so grateful for your instruments, Brother Al and Sister Roseanne, guiding us through this process. We pray to you, Swami, guide us every step of the way so that we can continue this exploration and lead us where you want us to. Sai Ram. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. Sai Ram, everyone. Thank you so much. We will see you after a short break in August, but we'll see you very soon in September. Have a great trip, Brother Al and Sister Roseanne.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
Thank you.
Sai Ram.
Ram, thank you.
God bless and good night.
Good.